Hi, I'm Sammy from Rainbow, and I have some top tips here to help you think about things that you can do when you come into the nursery for the first time to support your children with settling. And I have a few cue cards that are going to help me along my way. Here we go. So, my first tip is to listen carefully to the staff in the nursery. They will help guide and direct you when you come into the space, where to put your bags and where to put your things. But be aware that our staff are used to dealing with children, and unfamiliar adults can make our staff nervous in the same way that you might be nervous meeting our staff and coming for the first time. Be gentle with them. My next cue card is just to help you remember that it's you that's in the children's space when you're coming. All of the furniture is children's sized, for example, and not designed for adults to sit on. Respect the fact that you're in the children's space and respect the rules that are in place in the children's space. For example, please try to stay off your mobile phone. My next cue card is just about, when you come into the nursery, is about choosing somewhere to sit. Be visible for your child. Be somewhere unintrusive, where you're not in the middle of what's going on, but where your child can see you. Try to be stationary and avoid following your child around the space. You might be used to doing this if you're going to stay and play sessions or messy play sessions or soft play sessions where you follow your child around what they're doing to help keep them safe. In our nursery, you don't need to do that. You be in one space and your child will then have the opportunity to explore and come back. Explore and come back, knowing all the time exactly where you'll be. Try to allow your child to explore for themselves. Let them experience the play space at their own pace and in their own time. And try to avoid guiding your child too much towards different things. For example, in the first few days, they may be very happy just playing with the sand or the coloured rice. That's fine. Let them explore at their own pace, without trying to introduce them too quickly to too many things. When they're ready to explore, they will. If we could ask you to respond to all children's play cues, not just your own child's play cues. So if another child's playing near you or another child comes up to you, respond to them, talk to them, use their name and play with them. This will help your child know and understand how to behave towards the other children in the space. And on that note, model calm behaviour for your child. Show your child that you're not anxious and that you're happy to be in the space. Have a calm persona about you, and this will rub off on your child. My next cue card is just to remind us all that it's normal and natural to cry. When we go into a new space, children and sometimes the parents might cry. This is a normal and natural response and definitely not something to be anxious or concerned about. When it's time for goodbye, make it short and sweet. Avoid slipping away. Don't just disappear. Make sure your child knows that you're going, but be open and honest and tell them when you're coming back. If you're going to be gone for 20 minutes, tell them that you're going to be gone for 20 minutes. If you're going to be back at the end of the day, tell them that's when you're going to be back. Try to avoid waiting for a reaction for your child. Your child might be very engaged with what's going on and may not cry or get upset. That's fine. A little kiss, say goodbye, and tell them that you'll see them soon. Short and sweet. And avoid coming in and out of the nursery. Once you've gone, you've gone. You shouldn't come back in for anything until you pick up your child, because this will be disturbing and disruptive for them, and it will be confusing because they may think that you've come back to take them. Settling usually takes between 4 and 6 weeks, but can take up to 3 months. And don't be alarmed if that happens. That's normal and natural. And my next cue card. Commitment equals success. Don't give up on the settling in process if it's not working after 1 or 2 or even 3 weeks. Come in every day with a positive outlook. Be positive with your child. Point out all the fun and exciting opportunities that there are. Refer to the staff by name. So you might say to your child, for example, Jonathan, look, Monica's here. Monica's been waiting to play with you. Commitment equals success. And finally, my plea to you is please don't call us. We will call you. What we mean by that is you may be anxious when you leave your child and want to check up every 20 minutes or 1 hour to see if they're still crying, if they're upset. Please try to avoid doing that, because every time you call in to the room that your child's in, one of the staff have to step away from the children to take that phone call. It's okay if your child's upset or distressed for a prolonged period of time and there is something wrong. We will call you and we will be in contact with you. Thank you for listening. I hope these helpful hints and tasty tips are useful, and we very much look forward to having you settling with us at Rainbow.